Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there? Maybe a familiar name slips away just when you need it. Or you lose your train of thought in the middle of a conversation. Moments like these happen to everyone, especially as we get older. And they are often a normal part of life. But what if those small lapses start becoming more frequent, or begin appearing alongside other subtle changes? That could be your brain asking for more attention. While your birthday tells you how old your body is, your brain can sometimes age at a different pace. Research suggests that everyday habits, sleep, stress, and overall health all play important roles in how well your brain functions over time. The encouraging news is that recognizing early warning signs may give you the opportunity to make positive changes before bigger problems develop. In this video, you'll discover 7 signs that may indicate your brain is aging faster than expected, along with practical science-backed habits that can help support healthier brain function for years to come. Your brain doesn't age based only on the number of birthdays you've celebrated. In fact, 2 people the same age can have very different brain health. Research suggests that daily habits quietly shape how well your brain remembers, focuses, and processes information. Poor sleep can interfere with the brain's natural repair processes, while regular physical activity helps support healthy blood flow. A balanced diet provides nutrients that brain cells need to function. Long-term stress, uncontrolled blood pressure, diabetes, and heart disease may gradually affect memory, attention, and mental speed. The encouraging part is that many of these risk factors are modifiable. Small, consistent choices like moving more, eating nutritious foods, managing stress, staying socially connected, and getting enough restful sleep can support healthier brain function. These habits also work together rather than alone. Even modest improvements, practiced consistently, may strengthen the brain's resilience, meaning its ability to adapt and recover from everyday challenges. Understanding these influences makes it easier to recognize warning signs and take meaningful action early, starting today. The first warning sign is memory lapses that become more frequent than the occasional forgotten name or misplaced keys. If you regularly repeat the same questions, miss important appointments despite reminders, or struggle to remember recently learned information, it may be worth paying closer attention. The second sign is difficulty concentrating. You might find it harder to follow a conversation, finish a book, stay focused during a favorite television program, or complete simple tasks without becoming easily distracted. Everyone loses focus sometimes, but persistent changes that interfere with daily life deserve attention. The third sign is noticeably slower thinking or decision-making. Taking an extra moment to solve a difficult problem can be perfectly normal. However, if routine decisions like choosing groceries, managing finances, following familiar directions, or responding during conversations suddenly feel overwhelming or consistently take much longer, it's important not to dismiss the change. These signs do not automatically mean you have a serious brain disorder. Fatigue, certain medications, depression, anxiety, vitamin deficiencies, and other treatable health conditions can produce similar symptoms. The key is noticing patterns that persist, worsen over time, or begin affecting your independence and quality of life. Recognizing these early changes allows you to discuss them with a healthcare professional and explore possible causes before they become more disruptive. In the next part, we'll look at 2 more subtle changes that can affect everyday life, and understanding them may help you recognize when normal aging becomes something worth discussing sooner rather than later with confidence. Another sign to watch for is an unexpected change in mood or personality. Perhaps someone who was once patient becomes unusually irritable, or a naturally outgoing person starts avoiding friends and family. Occasional mood changes are part of life, especially during stressful times. However, persistent shifts that seem out of character and have no clear explanation may sometimes reflect changes in how the brain is functioning. They can also be linked to depression, anxiety, medication side effects, or other health conditions, making a proper evaluation especially important. The 5th sign involves increasing difficulty with familiar tasks or handling more than one activity at a time. You might struggle to follow a favorite recipe you've made for years, lose track while paying bills, or feel overwhelmed by simple errands that were once routine. Multitasking, such as talking while organizing groceries, may suddenly feel much harder than before. These changes do not necessarily point to a serious neurological condition, but they shouldn't be ignored if they become consistent or begin interfering with daily life. Paying attention to these patterns can help identify treatable causes and encourage earlier conversations with a healthcare professional. There are still two important signs to explore, and they often appear in ways many people never expect. The sixth warning sign is subtle changes in balance or coordination. You may notice that climbing stairs feels less steady, reaching for objects becomes slightly awkward, or you stumble more often without an obvious reason. While normal aging can affect strength and flexibility, repeated balance problems or unexplained coordination changes may sometimes reflect underlying issues involving the brain, nervous system, inner ear, or other medical conditions. The seventh sign is increasing difficulty with language. Everyone occasionally forgets a word or pauses during a conversation. The concern arises when finding common words becomes a frequent struggle, sentences become difficult to finish, or following conversations grows noticeably harder. Family members are often the first to recognize these changes because they become more apparent during everyday interactions. These symptoms should never be dismissed simply as getting older, especially if they appear suddenly, continue to worsen, or begin affecting daily activities. In some cases, they may be caused by treatable conditions such as medication side effects, vitamin deficiencies, hearing problems, or other medical issues. In others, they may signal that a more thorough medical evaluation is needed. Recognizing these warning signs is important, but the next question is even more encouraging. What can you actually do to help protect your brain as you age? The good news is that research suggests your daily habits can make a meaningful difference in supporting brain health. Regular physical activity increases blood flow to the brain and may help maintain memory and thinking skills over time. Getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep allows the brain to restore itself and clear away waste products that build up during the day. A balanced diet rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, healthy fats, and lean proteins provides nutrients that brain cells need to function well. Staying socially connected is equally important. Meaningful conversations, volunteering, or spending time with family and friends can help keep the mind active. Lifelong learning also matters. Reading, learning a new skill, solving puzzles, or practicing a hobby challenges the brain in healthy ways. Managing blood pressure and blood sugar is another essential step because healthy blood vessels supply the brain with oxygen and nutrients. If you smoke, quitting is one of the most valuable choices you can make for both brain and heart health. No single habit can guarantee protection against cognitive decline, but together, these evidence-based practices may help maintain brain function and support healthier aging. Just as important, they can improve your overall quality of life every single day. Today we've explored 7 warning signs that may suggest your brain is aging faster than expected. Increasing memory lapses, difficulty concentrating, slower thinking, noticeable mood or personality changes, trouble with familiar tasks, balance or coordination problems, and persistent language difficulties. None of these signs automatically mean you have a serious condition, but they should never be ignored if they are persistent, worsening, or interfering with everyday life. Seeking medical advice early gives you the best opportunity to identify treatable causes and receive appropriate care. At the same time, remember that your daily choices matter. Staying active, eating well, sleeping enough, managing stress, controlling blood pressure and blood sugar, staying socially connected, and avoiding smoking can all support healthier brain function over time. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit. Together, let's keep making informed choices that support healthier minds and brighter tomorrows for ourselves and our loved ones every day.